So if your paper money account says $100,000, but in your live account, you only plan on trading with a few hundred or a few $1,000s, then you actually may be training yourself with a bad habit. And so with trading, we want to get it as close as possible so that as we are transitioning from our Sims account to our live account, then we already have started to develop that discipline. Now, get close. There is nothing like losing your own money, right? There is nothing like using your own money. There is nothing like it. So I am not saying this is going to be, exactly like it, but it's definitely going to help you with the discipline and the strategy behind it with one simple tweak, right? There's a lot of other things you do, but this in this video, we're just going to change the amount of the account because now it's going to help you learn about leveraging, right? It's going to help you not be in this fantasy world because when it comes down to it, again, get close. They want your money. They want my money, right? The market is set up. That's the business of the market, right? And so we want to set ourselves up for success, right? Right. Okay. So go ahead, log in. I am going to share my screen. I'm going to show you this. This video is not really long. And so I'm going to show you this. All right. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get started. So the paper money account is a great training environment. Again, it is not just about clicking buttons. It is about how can we develop the discipline and also simulate how our emotions could have been, right? Again, there's nothing like it, but we want to be able to use the simulator to train our behavior and not fantasy, right? I am really big on dreaming big. That's what I do. On the other side of this, I help people create their ideas and we build amazing things. However, this to me is not that, right? Let's get it as close as possible and then continue to add on. And so right now I already changed it. It is at 25,000 if you see this cash value here in the green values. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to find the monitors tab, which we already own. And also note that when depending on your default settings, you may come to another screen, right? All of us may, another screen might immediately populate. That's okay. Just go to the very top, find monitor, go to activities and positions, then come on down to position statement. You're going to go over to the right. You're going to see adjust account. And then you're going to have three different accounts you can choose. You can do margin, no change, IRA, or portfolio margin. Now, margin, no change is going to allow you to be able to set the cash amount. And this is that number that represents over here. Now, if you select the IRA, it's going to give you a message that starts with this will change the margining type used for this demo account from margin to IRA. Now, if you go to the portfolio margin is going to give you that same notice. Now, we want to keep some of our accounts as is. Why? Because it's going to allow you, especially if you're doing long-term investments or other different strategies, it's going to give you that buying power to be able to do that. So you don't want to touch these accounts, just leave those. If you find that they're having errors, just go back to this session and make sure that you add more to it, right? But if we go back to margin, no change, we're only changing set account cash to currently it's on 25,000, but if it was already on 150 or once you grew your account and you then wanted to change it to 150, that could be an option. But we're going to go back and we're going to change it back to the $25,000. Now, if you want to reset all balances and positions, you would select here. But again, be mindful that you don't want to change these two. And so I'm just going to hit apply. And then there, it just changes it here. Now, if you are using the web version, it may take some time to populate. Sometimes it lags some. However, it will eventually populate over there as well. So what you do here changes also, it reflects also in the web version. But also, if you want to go to the web version, just above the amount, it's going to say reset. You can do it directly there. Now, again, being in the simulator is going to allow you to be able to continue to work on your discipline, on the different strategies. I hear people often that are like, well, no, don't use paper accounts, and you know, that doesn't mean it's not your real money. It's not. However, it's giving you an opportunity to make decisions and to learn these strategies. And it's an opportunity, it's a training platform for you, for you. And so get in there, practice, change the value. All right, change the value. So again, if you plan on trading with $1,000 account, then practice with that. All right, practice only taking setups that you would have did with that. And if you're like, man, no, I really, really want to practice with a higher amount, then that's your prerogative. You can do that. But I just want to encourage you on your journey. Listen, this is something that we're going to be able to have for the rest of our life, right? And share with those that we love so that they can learn it too. This is not just about us. And if we want to set ourselves up for success, this is a small tweak that can definitely help you with your journey on trading. So I am Denisha on a mission. I'm excited for you. That's it. That's all you had to do was change it. Let me know how it goes. You can add your comments or just feedback below and we'll go from there. All right. We're going to see our entries in the market and we're going to be a solution in the marketplace. Talk to you soon.